What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another WoW MoP Classic gold farming video. This is another in our solo dungeon run series, and in this dungeon run, we are doing Hellfire Ramparts. As with all of them, you'll notice by my mini map, I'm running the Money Looter add-on, which tracks everything that I loot as I go through the dungeon and assigns a value to it based upon trade skill master current market value on my server. We are going to match that against auction house sales when we finish the run. As with all of my solo dungeon run series, we are not dealing with selling transmog items. You can make more in the long run selling the transmog items, but I know a lot of people do not like that. So we are sending all dungeon drops to my enchanter to be disenchanted, and we are dealing with solely consumable and material auction house sales only in this series. This is designed not to hype and recommend things that people should run for gold farming, but more to give you a realistic view of what gold you can make. In this run, we're doing 5 runs of Hellfire Ramparts. You'll see it took me just shy of a half an hour to run all 5. When we finish that out, we're going to sell the rest of the vendor trash and items that I don't feel like dealing with the auction house on, and then mail the rest to my enchanter to be disenchanted, and then we'll meet back up over at the auction house to see where we ended up total gold wise. Sometimes we're surprised, sometimes we're not, sometimes we do better than the money looter. Generally, it comes in a little lower because, again, the money looter is showing market value of the greens on my server, and that can be elevated for greens that may take a long time to sell. That's why we're going to compare the two. Money looter is if you're going to try to sell the greens, and then our auction house sales at the very end are going to show if we just disenchant those greens and try to go for quicker sales with enchanting mats and consumables that we pick up along the way. This is not a great transmog dungeon to begin with, so there's nothing that we're really going to lose that valuable. It's a quick run. I do more pulls than most people. I know you can do this in a single pull. I just hate dealing with like the stun locks and all of that, so I just do multiple pulls. It seems to be just as fast. You'll save a little bit of time, maybe a couple of minutes here or there, but it seems to go pretty fast. We're just about headed up to finish out our 5th run now, and then we'll take a look in our bags at what we have. Vendor out. Look at our greens. Again, this took total 28 minutes from the time we started the first run till we're outside, and now we are looking at our bags. We're going to vendor out all of the trash and all of the blue drops because they're all soul bound. I don't think there's any blue BOEs in these dungeons. If they are, they're rare, so they're not nothing that's going to sell that great anyway. So we'll get these out, and then, like I said, we'll get these greens mailed over, get those disenchanted, and I will meet you guys at the auction house. All right, so we are at the auction house. We got the enchanting mats back. So this is what we ended up. We did end up with 23 greens total that we disenchanted. As you can see, a bunch of rune cloth, a bunch of netherweave cloth, a couple potions, and that's it. Money Looters showed we averaged about 3,000 gold an hour on this run and looted 76 raw gold with vendor sales. You can see in my bags here, we actually ended up with 214 gold, raw gold total after vendor sales. We're going to get all of these items listed up. As always, I have no auctions listed, so we can see these potions sold a little better than the stock age ones. So we're going to list those up as well. Not a lot of stuff to post up, but should be a decent little chunk of gold for a half an hour's work. And we'll go ahead and take a look. Again, we had 214, we'll say 207 with auction house cut, and 1166 in auctions. So 1370, we're looking at what, 2700, roughly 2700 gold average for those 5 runs. So not a bad, again, not one of the greatest gold farms out there, but variable. We'll say 25 to 3,000 gold an hour for Hellfire Ramparts is not bad. Again, not really a transmog dungeon, but we're not looking for that in this series. So that's it for our Hellfire Ramparts runs. I hope you guys liked it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Give me a like and a share. If there are dungeons that you would like to see me run, please make sure you leave a note in the comments below. I'll try to get as many dungeons that people recommend as possible. We're going to be doing these pretty much on a daily basis. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you probably want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That's all I've got for this video. Until the next one, peace.